For nearly a century, Walt Disney Pictures has released many of the world's most memorable films. Of all those classic Disney movies, I think one of my favorites is The Lion King. And one of the most entertaining moments in the whole movie is the humorous, upbeat song, "I Just Can't Wait to Be King." With animals singing and dancing around him, Simba, the young king-to-be, croons about what it'll be like when he has all the power. "Everybody look left," he announces. "Everybody look right. Everywhere you look, I'm standing in the spotlight." It's silly and over the top, but also a telling moment that shows just how much he has to learn about becoming a good king. Of course, you could say, oh, he's just a kid being a kid, he'll learn. But really, the kind of leader that Simba is singing about, wanting the power and the spotlight and all that, is one that we've seen too many times throughout history. Now, as Catholics, we don't have a king, but we do have a pope who leads the entire church. That's real power that could easily be abused unless you have a Holy Father who realizes that his role is about much more than just standing in the spotlight. One such pope, a man named Giovanni Montini, better known as Pope Paul VI. In 1963, right in the middle of the Second Vatican Council, Pope John XXIII died, and Montini was elected to replace him. As the new Pope, Paul VI could have stopped everything, changed it all, canceled the council, but he didn't. He realized the impact of what John XXIII had started and decided to humbly let it all continue for the good of the church. It was this humility that in many ways marked the papacy of Paul VI, so often putting others way before himself. He was a man willing to share his insight and intellect, to teach and guide, while always caring for others, calling attention to those in need, reaching out to those of other faiths, focusing so often on human rights and dignity, on the good of real people. Instead of flaunting his power and making it all about him, this Pope was a man and a leader who was willing to push the focus outward. Paul VI worked hard to lead the church into a new era, not with a sense of severity or control, but with humility and love. And that is a great example for you and me. As he's canonized a saint on October 14th, I hope we can learn from that, recognizing that as we lead and guide others in our faith and in everything we do, it's not about power or control or finding the spotlight. It's about showing great love and care. It's about showing humility wherever we can, just like Paul VI.